They say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Keep fooling me after that. Well, Bethesda, you gotta knock it off. So, I'm sure you've heard of the controversy surrounding Fallout 76. Released earlier this month, Fallout 76 is an online action RPG set as a prequel to the Fallout series. It takes place 59 years before the events of the first game, which came out in 1997. It was an ambitious title, but it fell short of most gamers' expectations, which might be the understatement of the year. Most critics say it suffers from lack of focus, performance issues, bugs, and is just a downright very poorly conceptualized game. Some wondering if it's even worth trying to save through updates. Now, there are some games that had notoriously rocky launches, but were made somewhat better after some updates fixed the original issues, like No Man's Sky or Star Wars Battlefront 2, which I keep hearing it's a much better game now, but I'm traumatized, so I'm good. Give me 2005's Battlefront 2 and I'm set. By now, surely you've seen this video where a gentleman is irate that he can't get a refund for his copy of Fallout 76, and well, this happens. Now, I have to say, my retail days are long behind me, knock on wood, and I never had to deal with anything like what the clerks here are having to deal with in this video, so my hats are off to them. They handle that very well. So in short, Fallout 76 is a broken mess of a launch, which puts Bethesda, its developer and publisher, in a tremendously embarrassing situation. And it gets worse. Fallout 76 had a whopping $200 special edition version for pre-order, which included, among some other goodies, a Westech canvas bag. Westech being a fictitious defense company in the universe of the series. Now, this is what the bag looked like in the promos, and this is the bag people actually got when they received their copies of the special edition of Fallout 76. How on earth did Bethesda think this was going to fly? Did they think people would not notice? Is this what happened? Bethesda, come on, just level with me here. Just be honest. You thought people weren't going to notice, right? People felt slighted, and of course they took to Twitter and Reddit to voice their complaints. This is the response a Reddit user got from Bethesda. I apologize for the crappy quality. This is the image they linked on Reddit. I'm gonna read it out to you. Hello! We're off to a pretty good start. We are sorry that you aren't happy with the bag. The bag shown in the media was a prototype and was too expensive to make. I mean, as you know, canvas is like the most expensive type of fabric there is. Is canvas even a fabric? Let me Google this thing. What the hell is canvas anyway? Yeah, it's a fabric. Okay, good. Let's go back to the video. And here comes the best part. Here comes the best part in the email. We aren't planning on doing anything about it. We aren't planning on doing anything about it. Thank you for the $200. You. Now, I have a lot of things to say about this whole situation. First of all, Bethesda should not have shown a pre-production prototype as part of the promotional materials for the special edition of Fallout 76. That's like Kickstarter scam level scumminess. You don't show prototypes, you show finished product. How is it that I have to say that out loud to an established company? Second of all, if canvas is apparently too rich for Bethesda's blood, they should have changed the promotional materials immediately to reflect that. I mean, they shouldn't have gone with that to begin with. They should have made sure that they can actually afford to put this product out for the price that they are charging paying customers. That probably should have, right? Like, Come on! To not change the promotional images is just, there's no two ways about it. That is flat out dishonest. And third of all, or whichever number I'm on right now, they should have offered the option for refunds a long time ago. Not after people notice that they're not getting what they paid for. So this is looking pretty bad for Bethesda. First of all, the game is pretty bad. Then there's people destroying game stores because they can't get refunds. And now the special edition that people bought sight unseen. They put them at $200 before they could even actually physically touch the thing they're buying. They give you the money straight up, and then you give them a subpar product that is not what you showed them originally. People are very upset, so Bethesda took to Reddit to smooth things over, or whatever you call this. Thanks for tagging us in this post. Just stop you right there. I love it when companies are trying to handle a storm and they try to act like they love this feedback. Like, oh my goodness, thank you so much for dragging our name through the mud, for tagging us incessantly on social media. The guy that handles our Twitter account he's gonna kill himself by the end of the day, but thank you so much! We appreciate that. We're not sure if you've seen this make the rounds on various areas of the internet yet, but we've made an official statement about this issue and included it below for your convenience, because that's Bethesda for you. They want your life to be convenient. The Bethesda Store's support member they're referring to the guy who responded to that email that I just read, is a temporary contract employee and not directly employed by Bethesda or Bethesda Game Studios. We apologize to the customer who took the time to reach out. The support response was incorrect and not in accordance with our conduct policy. Unfortunately, due to the unavailability of materials, you know, the infamous canvas shortage of 2018 we're going through right now, it's all over the Wall Street Journal, we had to switch to a nylon carrying case in the Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. We hope this doesn't prevent anyone from enjoying what we feel is one of our best collector's editions. Thanks again for tagging us and letting us know. Edit! They added something, because obviously that wasn't enough to quell the angry mob. Is that even the right use of the word quell? To quell. Put an end to. Yeah, let's go with that. We are working with our CS team to provide 500 atoms to Power Armor Edition purchasers. Please visit blah blah blah. Okay, atoms is the in-game currency in Fallout 76. They're offering people 500 atoms to make up for this, how else to call it but false advertisement, whoopsie daisy. 500 atoms. That adds up to $5 in Bethesda bucks. And that's it. That's what they're giving you. You gave them 200 of your hard-earned dollars and on false premises, because they showed you a product that's not what they were actually intending to ship, and then to make up for it, they give you $5 of in-game currency. You know what just adds salt to the wound? If you were to buy the Postman skin or whatever on Fallout 76, which gives your character a virtual canvas bag, that costs 700 atoms. So this little $5 peace offering they're giving people, you can't even buy a make-believe canvas bag. That's for some reason Bethesda, they can make some pretty decent games sometimes, but canvas economy completely escapes them. Now, you may be wondering, how exactly did Bethesda think they were going to get away with this? And the answer, my friend, is very simple. Because they got away with it twice before. In 2006, with Oblivion, they promised a burlap map with pre-orders, and the map that was included with that version of the game was just a plain piece of paper map like the kind you get with GTA 5. Then again, in 2011, a pre-ordered copy of Skyrim was supposed to, again, come with a burlap map. That's such a fun phrase to say, burlap map. But that game was again shipped with a regular old paper map. On Reddit, you can find people making their own cloth maps To what people in the comments respond, wait, wasn't the pre-order game supposed to come out with a cloth map in the first place? And people are just like, yeah, I guess, but it wasn't. You cannot blame people for being outraged by this, although some people have tried on the internet. You can find some people mocking gamers for taking things a little too seriously, for caring a little too much about some dumb novelty carrying case that will likely end up in a closet somewhere, sure. And I sort of get that take as well. I don't agree with it. I understand. The bag is ultimately not exactly what you're paying for. It's not like you drop the $200 for that bag specifically. You're still getting the game, you're still getting the other things. Yes, this bag will end up in a bargain bin somewhere at a retro game shop or whatever. That's where these things usually end up. I get that. But ultimately, what's happening here is flat out anti-consumer practices. It borders on straight up scam. The fact that Bethesda thinks they can get away with it by just offering make-believe virtual in-game currency, it just shows how it's insane. People are talking about lawsuits, and you know what? It would serve them right, because you can't keep doing this. They can't keep getting away with it. But I want to know what you think, as always. Are people righteously furious about being taken for a ride by Bethesda? Yet again, maybe you are a veteran at this point by being deceived by their promises of premium canvas goods and getting just paper and nylon instead. Or do you think this is just overblown? Sure, the game sucks, but this is just a minor thing. People are just already primed to hate Bethesda and this game right now, so they're just kind of like going with it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'm very curious because, hey, maybe I'm wrong. But if Bethesda burns over this, I'm okay with it. And since we're talking about video games, may I interest you in a game that's actually worth your money? 99, it's so hard to raise my right arm. I'm still recovering from shoulder surgery, as you know. Let's try that again. 99 Vitas now for the Nintendo Switch. To me, this is the best way to play this video game. This is a 16-bit styled beat 'em up that is inspired by my gaming podcast of the same name. The podcast is in Portuguese, so you won't be able to listen to it, but you can play the game. There's tons of levels, there's tons of unlockable characters you can play as myself, which is kind of cool. There's online play. You can play with up to 4 players on one Switch. It's actually a lot of fun. And you know what's... I'll tell you what's the best thing. I'll tell you the best part right now. You know when an indie game comes out on Steam, and then on Steam it's like $5, but on the Switch for some reason it's like $30? Doesn't make sense, right? We think so too. So right now, 99 Vitas costs the exact same on Steam or on your Nintendo Switch. So if you want to be able to play this game in your living room, sitting on the couch, just relaxing, or if you want to be able to take it on the go, the Switch version of 99 Vitas is absolutely by far the best value you get. I mean, it's the same price, so there you go. So please, buy my game. Let me know what you think of it. Stream it for all I care. Do a review on YouTube. I promise you, I'm not gonna copyright strike your shit. Don't worry. As always, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. I'm all over those. I love to hear from you guys. This is not just a platitude. I really, really love to talk to you guys. When you guys message me saying that you love my videos or whatever, it warms my heart. And in these harsh Canadian winters, I could use that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, because apparently that's the only thing that matters now. And that's all the time I have for today. I'm Izzy, and I'm done.